Happy New Year! Sorry about the horrible intro, but I want to be very, very clear. That's the 2021.
Woohoo!
Not 2020. I wish if this were 2020, I would just punched out of the way.
Oh, no.
Guys, Happy New Year. Welcome to the RC Saylors Takeover Edition of
AMA Air.
Yeah, normally Matt would be in charge, but today we are taking over the AMA channel, and we're very happy about that. My name is Nate.
And I'm Abby, and well, that's your line usually.
We're the RC Saylors. You just saw Popeye, our little dog. Do you get it? Popeye, we're the Sailors.
We have a YouTube channel where we do everything and anything RC.
We just play with it. We have fun. We want people to get into the hobby and have a good time enjoying flying RC planes, helicopters, drones, FPV, not FPV line of sight, RC cars, and trucks like you can see behind us, RC boats. We have fun. We just want people to get into the hobby. If you've never seen our mugs on the tubes before, that's who we are. Yeah. We love the hobby.
And when Matt asked us to take over this episode, we were like, yeah, sure. Let's bring in the new year with AMA.
I think that's very cool because I've always flown AMA. I myself have been almost a lifetime flyer off and on, but more as an adult. I fly way more now, and Abby flies too, almost as good as me, sometimes better than me.
Not even close.
And we both fly. We both fly AMA. We would never think of flying so much as a paper airplane without having AMA. So we're in this group together, and I love it.
I think we're on like 8 years straight of AMA.
And flying.
AMA members
and driving.
Flying and on YouTube too. So.
Yes. So you're in good hands. We love the hobby. We love you guys being a part of this. And I think this is going to be a lot of fun. So let's get right to it. We are here again, taking Matt's job. I hope you, Matt, are enjoying the day off. Because
you're welcome.
You are welcome. Are you eating some pork and cabbage, bringing in some good health and wealth for the new year?
You know, I had never heard of that till I met him. So if you didn't know that, apparently
it's all about traditions.
What means what?
Pork is for good health, and eating cabbage is to bring in wealth for the new year. So
we have pork in the fridge. We don't have cabbage.
We'll find some canned cabbage.
Maybe. Oh, that's so terrible.
Popeye eats spinach. That'll count, right?
I don't have spinach.
Well, hopefully you guys are going to have a much better year 2021 than 2020 has been. Although, just because 2020 has been a rough year doesn't mean we didn't have fun in the hobby. And we had a lot of fun in the hobby. Yes. A lot of really cool new things came out. And we tested those things and flew those things and had a lot of fun with them over on our channel in real life, what we do every day.
Yeah, so if you just go over to YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, or I do Twitter sometimes.
I think we're still on Twitter.
Just the RC Saylors or RC Saylors. Saylor's our last name, so that's where that comes from.
RC for obvious reasons.
RC for obvious reasons.
That's us. So today we're gonna take the show over and talk about very briefly something that nobody wants to talk about.
I don't even want to talk about it.
The biggest news I think to hit the hobby right now is definitely remote ID.
Dun dun dun.
Now, if you don't know what that is, it basically means the FAA would like to know what you're flying, when you're flying, where you're flying, how you're flying, how long you're flying, everything you possibly can track with the hobby. They kind of want to know that. Now, whether you
I think they're bored.
Whether you like that or not is not really up to discussion here. We're probably all pretty much on the same side of the fence.
So just a couple days ago, the FAA released their new guidelines.
It's like over 400 pages.
From at least at the time of recording, AMA and their legal and government teams are looking over this like 470-page ridiculous document. And if information isn't already out on that from AMA, it will be soon. So hang tight. Don't freak out.
We're no legal team.
Don't worry about it yet.
We're just here to tell you that this is kind of why we have AMA. You know, they do a good job at helping explain these difficult things to explain to us, while we get to go and play with our toys and have fun. It does help the hobby. For me, AMA helps the hobby to be more enjoyable. And so for that, I'm very grateful of AMA because I wouldn't want to have that job. That does not sound like fun. And I don't think that it's, this is my personal opinion. I don't think it's going to ruin the hobby. There's a lot of naysayers out there. I think that it might adjust things and change things a little bit, maybe.
And from what I understand, this is not something that's happening like right now.
Yeah, we got a couple years.
And things will probably change.
They always do.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Go fly. Just take a deep breath. Let's enjoy the hobby. Play with our toys.
And enjoy 21.
Yeah.
New
it's going to
year.
be a good year. Here we go. One more time.
Those are terrible.
Way too loud.
Speaking of the dreaded 2020, we did end the year out pretty good with Christmas. I had a great Christmas. I think Nate had a good Christmas. We have a little girl.
Got a new airplane.
That was fun. Toddler Christmas.
So our daughter's name, for those of you that don't know, is Amelia. We have one kid, one and only. Her name's Amelia. And some might say she's named after Amelia
And
Earhart.
Some might say she's not.
But her name is Amelia, and there was an Amelia Earhart, and I love that. Anyway, she had a great time. We got all kinds of toys, and that was a fun Christmas. But I got a new airplane. I got the Turbo Timber. Now, that is not a brand new plane that came out or anything.
But that video is over on our channel if you want to go watch it.
Oh, it's a good one. It's a maiden flight, and that's probably the most brave I've ever been on any maiden flight. I flew upside down and tried more maneuvers on a maiden flight than I usually do. Just felt really comfortable with that airplane. But it's a good video because I kind of scared myself a couple times in that video too. But I want to know, what did you guys get for Christmas? Did you get a new plane or helicopter?
I'll tell you what I got. It's trucks. And actually, I'm still waiting on one to get here. It's the Axial SCX-24 B-17 Betty. I'm dying. Everybody else got theirs that pre-ordered, but here I am.
You didn't get yours. I don't know why.
Mine didn't come in time for Christmas. Bummer.
Santa might have delivered it in the chimney of the next household or something.
I don't have it. But the cool thing about AMA is that they cover trucks.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that.
Didn't know that.
So I think that's something that we're going to look into a little bit more and talk about over on our channel at times. But yeah, you don't see planes behind us right now. We do a lot of airplanes on our channel, but you see a lot of trucks back here.
We have a cool truck setup, so.
Absolutely. We have a cool plane setup too, but this is a little nicer.
Yeah,
anyway.
The plane setup needs some work.
Yeah, don't they always? Does anybody have a good organized system? We do our best for the.
If you do, and you're watching us over on Facebook, leave a picture down in the comments or go over to the iFly AMA group and leave some pictures, or on our Facebook. I want to see your plane
organization for airplanes.
That is so hard in the hobby, is to just stay organized.
A good Lowe's or Walmart shelf will do it for trucks, but not airplanes.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got my new plane, and so I think it's really good. Most of you, probably all of you watching this video, I imagine, already have AMA, or at least in one point in your life you probably did have AMA. So I think this is one of the best times of the year to actually buy AMA, because there's a lot of new people getting into the hobby for the first time. We know certainly there's a lot of new truck people out there, and I'd say 99% of the truck guys don't know AMA exists. But airplanes, we tend to take care of each other. When you buy an airplane for a friend, eventually AMA does come up. So it's a really good time of the year with all the new toys people are getting and have gotten, for them to be educated about AMA as well. So I encourage you guys to let people know about AMA that are just getting into the hobby. All these new toys, it's just the perfect time to sign up. I love too. You want to tell them what we did on Christmas Day?
We opened presents. Oh, we sled. We went sledding. I don't know what you're talking about.
We gave away a massive AMA discount. What are you? We had a good time. Look, did you see the blank stare she had?
Sometimes I'm not there.
Most of the time you are. I'm surprised. So we teamed up with AMA. Actually, we said, hey guys, there's always rewards for new members out there all the time. Can we do something for existing members? And they're like, that's a good idea. Let's do that. And I don't know that they've ever done this before, especially with a YouTuber, but they teamed up with us. And on Christmas Day, we were able to get every single new and existing member, full member, also senior members, a $5 discount. That's huge. Individually, not a massive deal, but as a whole, think about this on AMA. If 1,000 people did that, that's $5,000 that they missed out on. So that's a big, big deal.
Yeah, it was so cool that they gave us that promo code.
Yeah.
It was really neat. Now that I remember what you're talking about. So, with it being 2021, we want to look forward. We don't really want to look back too much on 2020, kind of just erase that from your memory.
Forget it.
But I do think it's important for us to talk about some of our favorite 2020 planes, which we talked about over on our channel, but we'll talk about it here.
So my pick, I think my all-time well-rounded airplane is the Crescendo, and I'll talk about that. He's Popeye squeaking his toy. Our Crescendo is my favorite, and I'll talk about that in a minute, but I want to hear what your favorite is.
My favorite, it didn't come out in 2020, but I flew it a lot. Like any chance I could get, I flew it a lot. It's the E-Flight Valiant.
Yes, good pick. Yeah. Very good pick. So why is the Valiant your favorite?
Well, it has safe technology. It's a top wing plane, so it's super stable. It has the safe switch. So if I get nervous, I just flip the switch on when I want to try different maneuvers. If I want to do a loop or roll, I'll flip the safe switch off really quick, do my roll, and flip it back on. Or sometimes I feel a little bit braver, and I'll do my roll, and I'll fly a few left-handed turns. If you watch our channel, you'll know my jokes. They don't know my jokes if they don't watch our channel. I'll do some left-handed turns, and if I get a little bit nervous or if my battery's running low and I'm not super confident on the land, I'll flip the safe switch back on. Yeah. Now, they're safe in a ton of Horizon Hobby products, E-Flight planes, but I don't know, something about this Valiant, it just flies right. Yeah. Just flies right.
I think that might be my favorite, too. I had an assumption that would be your pick, so it's a very strong pick for me too. I think the Crescendo is my favorite just because it's very well rounded. You can fly 3S, 4S. It also has safe technology. You can glide it on like an 1800 milliamp, 2200 milliamp 3S battery for an hour if you want to. You catch the right thermals and you slope soar, any of that. But it's also a warm liner, and you can push 100 miles an hour on a 4S battery.
It's a crazy plane.
Oh, it's just so cool with all the technology packed into it for a $200 airplane. And you know what? Those are both foam planes. Abby and I, we like our foamies because of our YouTube channel is our build time. So when we're editing and uploading and replying to comments, that's when a lot of people are actually out there building. So I have a massive respect for balsa and glow engine flyers. But for us, we really do prefer foamies and electrics because we can get in the air so much faster and just enjoy the flight. Remember, guys, we also have a 2-year-old daughter. So our flying time in the window is very, very...
Well, and I think just based on our preference, we would rather fly and have that adrenaline rush and family time out doing things together than tinkering. We've never been too much into the tinkering technical aspect of the hobby.
I enjoy it, but it's hard to find the time. I would rather fly than build for me, myself. Maybe as I get older, I'll appreciate the build more and more. And so far I have. I do appreciate the build. Popeye likes to tear his toys apart.
Yeah, right now, favorite toy. He just got this for Christmas. I do this over on our channel all the time. This is
got a hedgehog.
It's like a hedgehog porcupine thingy. Yeah.
Very cool. Groundhog.
Good job, Popeye. So we keep mentioning the iFly AMA group. And so Nate and I, we are both members. Is that what you call it on Facebook?
Yeah,
I'm so bad at the terminology. We're members of the group, both of us. And so we thought it would be fun if we kind of scrolled through and picked a favorite post.
Matt does this, and I think it's tradition on the show. Yeah. So we did pick out a favorite, and I think ladies should go first. Okay. Go right ahead.
So mine is kind of random. And if you have followed us for a long time, you'll know this about me, but I love Christmas and I love decorating for Christmas. And I saw this post by Bob Wynne, W-Y-N-N-E. And it was of a Christmas gift his daughter gave him of a little Santa on a plane, and we had a drone that did this a long time ago where the prop spins and it has LEDs in it, and you can write things in it. Now I don't know if his is customized or not, but he has Merry Christmas on the prop on his, and it's just sitting on a table, and I am just sitting here. When I saw that, I was just sitting there like, why don't I have this?
Didn't know it existed. I think it would be cool, Bob. Tell me, you guys, everybody watching, hopefully the editor of this video is able to pop this post up. We didn't edit this one. Yes. I think it'd be cool if you could do that to, like, let's say the Turbo Timber or another airplane. If you could have a prop on there that you could put customized words How cool would that be?
To just fly it with
To fly it like that.
That would be really
I've never
cool.
seen that. Personally, I've never seen that.
It can't, I mean, we've seen helis with that, but I don't think we've ever seen an LED on the prop. I don't know.
I have not.
That would be cool.
That would be very cool. I'd love to see that.
We need royalties off of that, whoever takes that idea.
That would be nice. That would be so nice.
All right, you want to do your post?
Yeah. So mine is pretty important to me because it's been the core of who we are and what we represent in the hobby since day one. And this one sticks with me even through, this was posted in December 16th. So it stuck with me for even a couple weeks. This is Kevin. I'll just say Kevin T. I'm not going to read the whole post, but he has 4 kids. And he says that he's been able to keep all of his kids involved in the hobby for most of their lives. And his oldest kid has had the most involvement in the hobby. I think probably it sounds like flying planes and really just everything, anything and everything. And then his girl's not so involved, but his youngest girl is taking an interest in flying FPV.
Yeah, FPV. See, I think he said like she doesn't even fly line of sight.
None.
Which is crazy to me.
To only do FPV. Well, we started line of sight.
But kids are like that now.
Yeah.
It's really neat. They're just really, I could not do that.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm getting older, but I do feel like I could do that. But I've always played video games and stuff. I think it's super cool that he's kind of, he wrote a post and shared some pictures, but I think it's really cool that he's offering advice on how to get someone's kids or family involved in the hobby. And his overall tip was basically, don't push it. Just give them, like what he does with his youngest daughter is something you probably would love.
Well, I don't know what you're going for, but he said in this post that he leaves like Real Flight Simulator up on his computer like all the time. So if his kids are walking by and they're bored or just looking for something to do, it'll be ready for them, and all they have to do is sit down and there's the controller and they fly it.
I like that. And with his youngest daughter, he will stop at their favorite coffee shop on the way to the airfield. So they get a coffee, something she probably really loves to do together with him. And then they go to the airfield and they've got their coffee and they fly together. I think that's cool. You make it fun for whoever you're with. If it wasn't, you know, Abby and I, we have kind of an overall goal when we go to the airfield. Most of the time, we're there to film a video together. So she's the amazing camera person most of the time, and I'm flying, trying my best to keep it in the air. We flip, flop, and trade places sometimes, but, you know, we try to make it fun for each other. When we got into this hobby, it's just been about finding something to do together that we both enjoy, that is fun. I think this applies to all hobbies out there.
Oh yeah, my dad, he loves golf, and I was never too into golf, but Dad wanted that bonding time with me. And so what he would do is take me in the evenings to the range at the golf course, or, you know, shoot a couple holes, you know, hole 17 and 18. And then he'd take me up to Sonic to get a milkshake afterwards.
Nice.
And that was always really special. Just, you know, I get to go with Dad tonight because I was the youngest of 4. I get to go by myself with Dad tonight, and we're going to go golf and then get ice cream. So it's so worth it.
Yeah. So, you know, I say this to everybody that's watching, and if they ever ask us for the same advice, just make it fun for whoever you're with. They say, Nate, I'm so jealous that your wife is into the hobby and mine's not, but have you ever stopped and tried to make it about them? You know, maybe they'll appreciate your hobby more if you can implement something into the hobby that they really like. So this is an easy one, but maybe your significant other or your best friend or whatever likes to walk. Well, maybe you should not think about airplanes and maybe think about getting a crawler truck, and you can take a crawler that'll drive for 2 hours on one battery, which is just mind-blowing, and go walk around lakes together, get them into trucks. And that's how we started. That's how Abby started.
And maybe your person won't even want to do the trucks, but they'll just appreciate that you want to go on a walk with them.
Yeah.
And you bring your toy along too.
And maybe they'll eventually take the controls from you without pushing it, you know? So just be very open to suggesting how to get into the hobby. I really like that post. It really stuck with me. Well, I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm having a really good time taking over this AMA show.
Yeah.
It's really cool. I feel like it's just a nice notch in the belt. I feel very honored to be here on the show. It's not very often we jump ship and stop doing videos on our channel and do one for them.
We've never jumped ship, just me and you. Usually there's like someone else with us asking us questions or whatever. We've never gone to someone else's channel and completely done the episode.
I like it. I don't know. I know. It's fun.
It feels kind of strange to me to just send this unedited video to them. Here you go.
If they wanted, they could play it all and like rewind, and
they can make us say or do whatever they want.
Funny faces. No, I think they're going to leave it alone pretty well.
So if you didn't catch it in the beginning of the episode, this is my husband.
Yeah, I'm
his wife, Abby, and we have a little girl. She's 2, and our little doggy down there, Popeye and Amelia. Amelia's the daughter, Popeye's the dog. And we've been hosting our own YouTube channel for 8 years now.
It's crazy.
Where we do anything RC related. And I think the thing that stands out the most about our channel is we focus on 2 things, fun and family.
That's right.
So anybody can watch our channel because it's completely family friendly.
Right. No foul language. We don't want to hurt the hobby in any way. So we actually have always promoted safe flying and safe RCing in every way possible. We're not very destructive. We appreciate the things that we have. Sometimes we do some goofy things that might bend or whatever.
You say we're not destructive, but we have destroyed quite a few things.
We've broken things, but who hasn't? And they crash and stuff, but we all do that. I'm saying we don't do it on purpose for a view or something. You know what I mean? Like, we do it out of respect for the hobby. But we love it. We really love getting out there and enjoying the hobby the way it's meant to be enjoyed. And we do our very best to help people steer clear of the junk where they could easily waste money in the hobby. And we take our very limited funds that we have for the hobby, as do you guys as well watching, and help you know where you're going to get the best bang for your buck, which is why I've always loved those end of the year videos that we do, which I highly encourage you guys to check out, because you won't have time to go watch every video we've ever done. We're up in the thousands now. And we like to do a recap at the end of the year to say, these were our top 3 boats that we had on the whole channel the entire year. And that way you guys can just kind of get a nice little recap. If you're just a new viewer and you're just trying to get caught up on what we do, now you can start watching from January 1st, actually January 2nd, moving forward on our channel. I've always thought too that this hobby, some people take it way too serious. It's okay to take it serious. You're helping the hobby in your own way. But I've always thought when we started our channel, the main motivating factor was, I'm tired of listening to these people that just read the instruction manuals and make the hobby boring. It should be fun. And so we grabbed the camera and we went out and we had fun doing our own thing, doing it our own way.
And when we started, people thought we were crazy.
Yeah, for a couple of years.
For a long time.
At least, especially family and friends, but even people that watched, it was just different.
They just didn't get us.
Yeah. And now there's a lot of channels that have that kind of same mindset. And I'm really proud of that, because we've always just kind of got in front of the camera and made goofs of ourselves, not really care what other people think. And now we're up to 250,000 subscribers, which is really crazy. And so apparently there's at least 250,000 people out there that also like to have fun in the hobby.
At least.
So I really like that. And it's very reassuring to know that there's a lot of good people out there, and our channel has kind of brought those people together. Good people that enjoy the hobby and just want to have some good, wholesome fun. And I think that's what you're going to find on our channel. There is value. We do our best to reach out to companies and groups like AMA to work with us occasionally. But the best value you'll find on our channel, I think, really are family values, and we do try to help steer you in the right and wrong direction.
Yeah, our videos are so honest that we have lost
relationships with some companies.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, some companies, they used to send us stuff and now they won't because we were too honest. So
yeah, and not everybody likes that. Let's just be real, Hey, here's an airplane. Make it look good.
And then we crash it and we show the crash.
Your airplane's not that good. Hits the ground, and we the good and the bad, and just wanting their cup of tea. So you will find honesty on our channel, and I think that's important. One of my most recent, most fun memories that I think I'm going to remember for a long time,
I think I will too,
we recorded on our channel, is me flying the Twin Otter in snow.
Now wait a minute, I took off in that video too.
You did. You flew.
I flew too.
You did
just
too.
For a minute.
You did. I talked you into it finally.
Yep.
But it was super fun. I did some maneuvers with that airplane that I didn't think were possible, and I got to fly off of snow, which is a fairly rare thing for us to do, and went very, very well. It was a beautiful, bright, sunny blue day, and the snow was just soft as could be. very little wind. It was so awesome. I'm going to remember that forever. And we captured that moment on camera. So I would encourage you guys to go check that video out. We have so much fun on our channel. And again, doing it all safely, doing it all flying with AMA on our side as AMA members. And I'm very proud to be an AMA member.
And one of the best things about AMA is that it brings people together with all the clubs that are sanctioned through AMA. And if you didn't know, on the AMA website, they have a club finder. So you can enter in your location, your zip code, and find an AMA sanctioned club near you that you can go fly at if you don't have a field in your backyard or wherever that you can go fly at.
Kind of cool, because when Abby and I go on vacation back pre-2020, we would look up, and I'm not kidding about this, we really do this. When we go on vacation, a lot of times if we have a slow day planned, we'll look up the club finder and see if there's a club near where we're staying. And sometimes we'll just pop in. We'll ask first, hey, do you care if we stop by?
Yeah,
fly. But in fly, if I bring a plane. But as long as you have AMA, usually they welcome guests. And we like to stop in and meet some of our followers and stuff too. It's really it's a cool experience, but also just to see how other people fly and where they fly at their fields is very awesome. I love doing that,
and having that sense of community with your hobby.
Yeah,
when you're troubleshooting or something goes wrong, it's so nice to know people and have people that with similar interests that can help you. But if you're not near a club, then go on to Facebook and join the iFly AMA group. There are so many nice, helpful people that just want to see the hobby grow and see people have fun in it. We've mentioned it several times during this episode, but really go check out that group, join it. It'll be worth your time. I've
been an AMA member for a long time. I've only recently, within about a month or so, joined the iFly AMA group on Facebook. It's actually only got like 3.3 thousand subscribers or followers, likes, whatever. And I did that because I just stumbled across it. I think someone invited me to it, actually. I had no idea I was going to do this show or anything. And I've really, honestly, enjoyed my time there. So I think that means something, though, because I very rarely will pick up my phone and look on Facebook and see good things. It's very negative now, but iFly AMA group tends to be fairly positive. And so I like that. When I'm scrolling, that is some of the good that I have in my scrolling life. So if you want some airplane positivity in your life, join the iFly AMA group on Facebook.
And while you're at it, thanks for watching this video, guys. Make sure you like this video. Leave a comment. Let AMA know that you enjoyed the takeover, didn't enjoy the takeover.
Sure.
Who are these clowns up here? Where's Matt?
Matt will be back. Matt will be back.
And let them know if you like this. Maybe you want to see another one of your favorite YouTubers or podcast person or whatever on the channel. Leave comments. Let them know if you want to see someone take over an episode,
or if you want to see us back. I mean, I would.
If you want to see this ugly mug, you could go over to our channel.
I think if AMA wants to have us back on the show, they need to buy an RC plane to be given away to amazing AMA people.
I think if they want us back, that's what they need to do.
That's right. Yeah, we've got some recommendations, AMA. We'll talk. Yeah, so that's what we could do. I'd love to give away a plane on AMA's behalf.
That would be fun. That would be fun.
Okay, this has been a blast.
I'm so thankful to God that we were able to take over this episode. It's been such a blast.
Yeah, it has been a blast. I've had a really good time. And if you guys are looking for some more RC content to help you get through 2021, who knows what's coming in 2021, we will be here for you. Also, AMA's got your back, so leave them some love in the comments below. We will be back over on our channel moving forward with more content to come.
The RC Saylors.
Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you back on our channel.
Bye! Are we corny enough? Good job, Popeye.